Good morning, folks. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing by riding today. It's going to get awfully wet, I think. So, just riding to work. I'm going to take you along with me, discuss a few things. It's definitely winter's last hit as we edge closer to spring. Couple of weeks, so the forecast rain from tomorrow right till, look at this bike, what a wicked little bike, right through to Friday next week. So don't think I'm going to go riding on the weekend. There's 100% chance on Sunday of 40 mil of rain. I don't look forward to riding in that crap, so that'll be it. Alright, wait for this car to get going. Where's this truck going? Let's get going. Got about a 35-40 minute ride to work. So one of the reasons why I'm making today's video is the fact that I want to do like a bit of a review on this bike. Now, this is not a new bike. By any means, it's now 7 years old. So this is a 2017 model, but it's basically brand new. If you watch my videos, you'll know that when I bought this bike, it had 3,885 kilometers on it. Now it's got, I've done 1,000 Ks since I've had it. I've got to say, I am pretty happy with it. As you all know, I had a speed triple before this. The 1050, and I must say I probably enjoy riding this more. If I compare it to the 1050, that bike was pretty awesome. It had some long legs on it, but it wasn't as rapid accelerating as this, even though it did have a lot more torque. And, you know, and the torque's a good thing. This is more sort of horsepower biased, I guess, but it's got, you know, it's got nearly 80 newton meters of torque on this little bike. So, and it's a really good bike. It's quick, really quick. I'd say it's up to about 120 kilometers an hour. This bike would probably be faster than the 2016, 2017 1050 speed triple. Especially if you put a quick shifter on it, which is on my next topic. I've ordered a quick shifter for this beauty. It's not a Triumph quick shifter, it's a, what do they call it, Pro Shift or something, but it looks exactly the same except it's black, same plug and everything on it. So that should be interesting. That should be arriving next week or so. I've got a belly pan coming, just a knockoff one, because Triumph have decided that they're no longer going to make bolt-on accessories for the 17, 18 models, which is a bit silly. Really? I thought they had to do it for 10 years, but anyway. So you can't get the screen extenders, you can't get the belly pans, you can't get the seat covers, and you can't get the quick shifters. So I've had to rely on Fleabay and stuff like that. But it's all pretty good. It's all cheap Chinese knockoff stuff, so I'm yet to see the quality that's going to come through. Let's do the filtering bit here. People hate it when you do this, but it's legal, so they can't stop me to do it. So yeah, the quick shifter's coming, seat cowl's coming, belly pad's coming. We'll see what happens with that stuff when it gets here. But in 1,000 k's on this bike, it's awesome, absolutely awesome. So the 765 in this particular model, this was the first edition of the 765s. So they're 77 Newton meters of torque, now they're 80. This one was 118 horsepower. Of course now the RS is 130, so they made some vast improvements. What else? This, and I can tell you right now, 118 horsepower in this thing is more than enough, because this bike only weighs 180 something kilos fully fueled, which is pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. So I'll get pole position. Never happens in peak hour traffic, ever. Yeah, so the handling of this bike is really good too. If you know Street Triples, you'll know that these are just basically intuitive the way they handle. Point and shoot, so to speak, and that's pretty much what they do. Where's this truck going? And I can be going along at this speed, and man, it's rapid, eh? But 5th and 6th on the 1050s was sluggish. It sort of bogged down. No, you're going to do it. I know you're going to do it. Yeah, you're going to do it. Yeah, they're pretty sluggish, whereas this thing's much more sort of reactive to just getting on the throttle and off it goes. I feel, look, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think power to weight ratio is pretty similar to the 1050 triple, the 1617 models. I'm not going to go the later models because they were 150 horsepower. Good thing about this little bike, it is so nimble and narrow and light that I can lane split. I'll leave the traffic in my wake. So handling wise of this bike, perfect. Braking, Brembo 4.32 monoblocks on the front with a remote reservoir, span adjustable Brembo brake lever. I think the newer ones on the RS are the MCS and that, but now in the current Rs you don't get hardly any of this tech. You don't get the digital dash, or the colour dash. You don't get the remote reservoir. You don't get the span adjustable brake or clutch levers or adjustable clutch levers. It's a fixed clutch lever, so that sort of tightened out a bit on what you get in the current model. But this thing has yeah, a lot. This is why I picked this bike. So that just changed direction like you wouldn't believe. So I fitted the radiator guard to this Australian one, Radguard Australia. Check them out. They are aeroplane grade aluminium. Black or stainless finish. This might come out a bit wide when he turns, be careful of that. All good. What else can I tell you about this bike? Power's really good. I'm only 82 kilos. I'm 5'9" thereabouts, 5'10". Yeah, so this bike for me is a good fit, and it hammers. It really hammers with my weight on it. I put the Arrow licensed Arrow exhaust on it. That also has the bread box, so it's not bad. I put the baffle back in it. When I first fitted it, I didn't even have the baffle in it. I removed it before I even did that, and I felt off the bottom end and mid-range it was a bit flat, so I put it back in and I got all that back. The baffle, it's definitely quiet. It's only a fraction louder than the stock, but it's good. It's funny, you know, how bikes do that, eh? Back pressure and things like that. Like the Harley relies on back pressure. The Milwaukee 8 in my Road Glide, and it was the same as in my Street Bob. Oh, rubbish truck on the side of the road. Yeah, so off to work this morning. I ride through wineries. This is the Swan Valley for those that live in Perth. Looks like I might be getting to work dry, that's the main thing. So yeah, so this little bike, I'm going to be doing a full review on it in the upcoming weeks. So just sit tight, guys. I might be, maybe, I don't know yet, not this week end of course, but the weekend after we've got the WA Tattoo Show, which Harley Heaven, where I work, is actually got an exhibit there. So it's for 3 days, so I've got to work on the Sunday, which is a bit of a kick in the nuts, but what do you do? Got to do it. But I do get a day in lieu for it, so if I work it, I get a day off, which I'm pretty happy about. Yeah, so all the grapevines will be growing soon. They're all tied up, ready to go. Itchy nose. Oh, really itchy. Oh, it's cold. So it's 12 degrees Celsius according to this, which is quite warm this morning. Hasn't been this warm in the morning for a while. So guys, if you've got any questions about these bikes, this is the 2017/18 19 Street Triple R 765. If you've got any questions about these, just or some comments, if you've got one, how you find it, I'd be interested to hear from you guys. I'd be really interested. So just in the comments below, just put in there what you know what you like about yours, what you don't like. And I'm finding it pretty hard to find anything to do with this at the moment that's bad. If you go back through my videos about 2 years ago, I had a 2020 version of this bike, newer version but less tech, and it was actually had some really wild things wrong with it. It had like problems where you go for like a little bump and the headstock bearings would clang. Like I said, it's rapid. Yeah, the head stop bearings would clang. It'd have a weird ass when you start it. It rev up really high every time. Quick shifter was clunky, but this bike doesn't seem to have any of those problems. So when you see me riding up in the Perth Hills, that's where I am. I don't know if you can see in the distance there, up the back of those hills everywhere. So anyway guys, I've probably bored you, so there will be a fully in-depth review of this bike coming. It's such a good bike and I can't sort of knock anything with it at this stage, but I do appreciate if you made it this far. Thanks for hanging in there. If you have any questions, please put them in the comments below. Hit the like and subscribe button. It's free. I'm now 891, somewhere around there. Slowly but surely, getting there. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Bye for now.